Do you miss living in the country?
Well, not anymore. I used to miss it something terrible. But after so long a time, you get over that. And I had relatives that still lived on the farm.
What do you miss about living on a farm?
But I could go out to the barn and pick up the eggs out of the nest, and I could pet the horses, and it was always so quiet. And my grandpa would sit out underneath the tree, and he was big and fat in a rocking chair. And my grandmother had to stay in the house, and she worked her tail off. Yep.
But your grandfather didn't do any work?
Well, no.
Well,
He just sat under that big old tree in his rocking chair.
who did all the work around the farm?
Two boys, Roy and Billy.
Why didn't your grandpa do any of the work?
Well, I think he was too fat. I think he's too fat to walk. It had to be. He'd just walk out that rocking chair, and that's where he stayed. He'd come in for lunch, back out there he'd go. I thought, you lazy old thing.
But what do you like about the city?
Well, I prefer the country.
You do?
Yes, but I have nobody in the country anymore. And so I have to live in the city. And it's okay sometimes. And I have awfully good people like you that helps me and takes care of me. And thank you very much.
You don't have to ever thank me. But I didn't know... See, I didn't know you didn't like living in the city.
I do now because I have to.
But isn't it boring living in the country?
Oh, no. No, I used to go to my dad's mother's house and stay for about a week. And she had a mulberry tree. She'd go out and pick a bowl of mulberries, wash them all good, put cream and sugar on it for my breakfast.
I don't even know what a mulberry is.
Well, they're a purple-looking little outside the end of my finger, I think.
Really?
Not very big. Yeah.
Wow. I guess because I eat out at restaurants every day.
Yes.
And I like that things are open late.
Yes.
And I like to be around the buzz of everything. It would be hard for me to live in the country.
Oh, you would love it if you were there a while.
I just don't know what I would do.
Well, it's quiet. And you can do anything you want. I mean, you can go to town and you can stay in the house if you want to. You can go outside, go out in the barn, look at all the animals. There's a lot you can do in a farm.
Yeah.
And I know you never have been on a farm because you're a city kid.
No, I've been on a farm. I spent summers in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And in Montana, and obviously, Colorado.
Yeah.
And I've been on a lot of farms, and I like them.
Yes.
I like the country. Not that Aspen is the country, but it's the mountains.
But I think if everybody could live in the country and get a big old ranch, I think they would love it. You go out, you milk the cows, you gather eggs.
It's hard to do that in your jewelry.
Well, yeah, but I mean, my grandmother didn't. She took an axe out and cut their head off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, you had to do that if you want chicken. And she cooked for harvesters.
Really?
Yes.
But isn't it just easier to go to the grocery store and get your chicken?
No, not when you live in the country and have to drive about 10, 15 miles to the store. When you go to the store, you only go once a week.
Really?
Yeah, you buy all the flour and everything that you need for the next week.
I feel like it's lonely. Like, I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just so lonely out
Oh,
there.
you would like it if you were there.
I'm a person.
I know.
I mean,
I know you're a person.
I'm a people person.
Oh,
I like people.
I do too.
I don't like to be alone. I'm never alone. You know, I've never been alone my whole life. Not once.
Really?
I've never lived by myself once in my life.
Well, no, that's sad.
Why is it sad?
Well, because I think, and you want to do your own cooking, and house cleaning, that's what they should do. And as far as living with somebody all the time, I'd say, no, don't do that. Get your own little shack and live your life the way you want to.
I do live my life the way I want to, but I don't like being alone. So I always have to.
We don't have to be alone just because you have your own place.
I know, but I can't even sleep if I'm all by myself in the house. I don't like it.
Well, I'd get a ball peen hammer and hit you between the eyes and you'd go to sleep.
I've always had my tribe of people. You know what I mean? I've always.
And now look how much it costs you for those big houses.
Yeah, but
But you couldn't afford that big old mansion forever, right?
well, I didn't move out of that mansion because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, well,
I went through a really bad breakup.
yeah.
And
I remember,
what was her name?
well seems like it's Edna or Edith, something like that.
Edna, Edith. You make me sound like an old man.
Well, what was her name?
Edna.
Oh, Edna.
Her name was Julie.
Huh?
Julie.
Oh, and did you have a crush on Julie?
Well, we were engaged.
Well, say,
Yeah.
that broke your heart.
It didn't break my heart. I just, you know, we were together for several years.
Yeah.
And then we weren't. It just didn't work out. We just wanted different things in life.
I understand she went out and got pregnant.
Well,
Is that true?
well, we're making a video, so I'm not sure I want to tell the whole world.
No.
But
you don't have to tell out.
yeah.
No.
But so, yeah, you know, the thing about, I like big houses. I like living in really big houses.
And have everybody come in there and eat and leave. Let me do all the dirty dishes. I wouldn't like that at all.
No?
No. I'd like me a little old 2-bedroom house. Have all my furniture in it. And have all kinds of company come visit me. And then after you've ate, go home.
Really?
Yes. Is that heartless?
No. No.
And you know another thing on the farm?
What?
They milked the cows. And they had what they called a cream separator. And you had to turn the crank. And milk went into a big old 5-gallon can. And the cream went in another place. But it had, I don't know how many silver brown things with a hole in the middle of it. But it had to go through all there. And guess who got to wash them?
You?
Yes.
See, that you missed that?
Yes.
Really?
At the time, I hated that. I thought, oh, I've got to get out of here. I was too young and then nobody let me out there. But anyway, I had to wash every one of them.
Isn't it funny during our lives that we think, I want something better.
Yeah.
I want something more. I want something better. And then we get it, right?
Yeah.
And then you miss the simple life. You miss the little things.
Yeah. And that doesn't make any sense, but that's true.
It is true.
Yes.